Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're going to be playing some more Destiny 2, The Final Shape. We're going to be playing a little bit of the campaign. I got to get Dad here in the party. Give me 1 second.
Hello. Ups and downs, gutters and strikes. Nice.
Alright guys, we are back. We got Dad in the party.
Hello.
Finally loading in. Just gotta see how sound is right now. That really shows how games are differently dubbed because you can barely hear the game sound like at all with what the settings were, and it's just frustrating because there doesn't seem to be much consistency. I don't know if maybe it's the mic we're using or the capture card we're using or maybe the combination of both, but I don't know why it seems like we have to have very specific settings for you guys to even be able to hear us in general. Just a little confusing on my end, I guess, because
Their goal is to screw you up, and they want you to get so demotivated that you're like, fuck creating content, but I will spend the money to get the software, though. And then when they already got the money for that, then they're like, ha ha ha, another person thought they wanted to do this.
conspiracy theories
So,
aside. I mean, I get it. But if I feel
but I
like
mean, I talk to so many people that want to do it that this is the barrier to entry that they can't cross. They can't do it. They're
sound
too. They're
mixing.
not. They're just technical stuff in general. I mean, there's always going to be some people that can't handle it, and I mean, there's going to be people that look at it in general, and any technical thing, like clicking on something, double clicking on something, having to highlight something and type in something, having to hit
Yeah.
apply the right, like, you know what I mean? Some of those things are just too much for somebody. I mean, I know people that are a little bit older than me that are pretty much, um, you know, they're invalids when it comes to technology. I guess that's the correct way to say it. I don't know. I'm trying not to say something unsavory, but they're such dullards to technology that it's intimidating and to any degree.
No, invalid is a person made weak or disabled by illness or injury. I mean, but I guess
Okay,
if it's
so
but then again, I mean, if it's a mental illness, I guess I can understand. But
I guess I meant dullard. I guess I meant dullard. They're a dullard. They're they're just they don't have technical prowess to do it.
sometimes it's just
But
being old.
well, I mean, one of my family members' mothers worked for AAA, and they were amazing at their job when they did everything in a rank and file system, like when it was filed in filing cabinets and everything was in paper, and they could get you anywhere you needed to go and get you an amazing triptych for whatever type of thing that you wanted to do. And then when they switched it over to computers, they had a mental meltdown, and they proved to their boss that they could still do the job faster on paper than with somebody doing it electronically, and it didn't matter. Said, let me just stay in this office. This is an older office. Let me still just do it this way. You can clearly see I just shown you in the results how I'm faster than the computer is at this. And like their boss was like, no, and they had to retire, and they had a meltdown, and they had done it for so long that they couldn't do anything else. It just makes me sad that it's just like some people are like that, like that it's just too intimidating.
Alright, so let's pop us into some IB. I finally buckled and changed my what my class looks like.
Digital.
So since last time, Dad's got his Vex Mythoclast Catalyst, which is pretty awesome. I helped him get that, you know, a couple of days ago.
Yesterday.
That was yesterday?
I don't know.
No, that was
I
like
don't know.
3 days ago, I think. Hey, Dad.
Hey, what?
Just checking in. You still using the same build?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Hey, what?
Trying to adjust my mind. I was just playing DuckTales, so that's not really the same kind of game as Destiny at all. Sometimes it's harder for me than others. I feel like there are certain times where I feel like I can pretty easily adapt from game to game, and then other times I feel like it's very difficult for me to get in the mindset of a different experience.
Iron Banner.
Why is it that they had to the compromise to me being able to play the mode that I want is that they had to have maps that I don't want to play the mode that I want? Like you can't ever have everything you want.
Let me know if the sound is good, Dad, on your end.
Well, that would require me to turn up on the second source to see. Sounds alright to me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm turning my phone all the way up and just listening to how it's being presented right now. But again, dialing it into your phone versus dialing it into the TV is two different things.
Eventually we'll get to that point where we can finally just set it where it should be, and then
Midnight Society? What a wonderful thing! Wait for somebody to fuck up those two words, too. I digress.
That was me. I didn't. Don't you have to? Doesn't everyone have to stay at the first point?
No, we got it. We got it. I'm just saying the words Midnight Society. Midnight Society was once cool, right? The Midnight Society, the original Midnight Society, is referencing the show.
Press on.
What is that called? What's that show? Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark would get together, the kids would get together, and then they would tell scary stories, and that were called the Midnight Society.
Okay.
And somebody that's stupid guy, co-opted it and helped make a company called Midnight Society. The reference Midnight Society is they're referencing Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Zone C.
But
lost.
now it's going to be tied to a company that's going to be trying their hardest to get a game that some people that had nothing to do with something bad worked their ass off to get it off the ground. And it just depresses me. I never like to see people waste
Zone A
energy in a game
captured.
project.
Zone advantage is yours.
Ever, because then they could their talents could be used elsewhere.
I mean, I'm glad that they're getting fed, you know what I mean? They're still having to get paychecks weekly. It's not like it's one of those things that you get paid when it's
Zone B
done.
lost.
But you get better paid when it's done. You're working your ass off to get a great project out there.
You
so
also
a
get
sequel.
more people have eyes on you as a developer, programmer, animator, whatever it is that you're providing for this game. You're gonna get more recognition from a game that goes over well with the community than one that doesn't even come out at all or is botched at launch because
You captured zone
one
C.
reason or
Zone
another.
advantage is yours.
I just hope that guy knows what he did and knows that, like, besides whatever he did, like the repercussions are going to be felt throughout the industry for quite a while, and it's just sad. We don't need negative press in a situation where it seems like more people than ever
Yep.
are receptive to games and gaming. We don't need any progress backwards. That's not I mean any sliding backwards. We don't need any negative progress.
Yep, and I think that
opponent
I
pulled
don't think
ahead.
anyone would disagree with you.
It also makes me sad, and I'll be I'll full disclosure. It was a character that I thought that was unique, and for me as an older gamer, I could relate to somebody trying to use something fun like Blockbuster as their gimmick, and using like the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo era of gaming, champion and accomplishment from that era as their gimmick. I thought that was so fucking cute and whatever, and it's just like
Captured zone A.
I don't like
Zone
getting got.
advantage is yours.
Nobody does, and that's the worst part.
Nope.
Is everyone. I'm sure Tim. First and
I feel
foremost-
so Tim. If I know that there's a universe that you've heard this, and I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry, brother. I've had situations where I've been close to somebody, and the situation wasn't what I thought it was, not to that degree, ever. And I don't think anybody ever envies anybody being in that
Zone A
situation.
lost.
And I dare anybody to fucking say there's a correct way for him to react.
Yeah,
As
I
fuck
mean,
you.
because like when you think someone's your best, like they definitely
Yes.
thought like he definitely thought he was his
Captured
best
zone
friend
B.
for sure.
Two
Like,
His
zones
best friend.
yours.
Yes. Now, also, it should be a lesson for all you streamers that think that money's the fucking answer, and you can do when you can do whatever you want with money. It makes it you do things that you don't think that anybody would even do because you have money. And it's just insane.
yeah, it corrupts people, and I
Yeah,
just,
they say absolute power corrupts absolutely, and like you don't really know what that is until you see an example of it. And so we're just seeing in real time another example of it.
you also it's why you don't hero worship. It's why you don't have people that you
No,
idolize.
but there's a difference. It does not always hero worship. I know that you've said it a couple times, and I used to have hero worship, especially with wrestlers, because that's just because one of my professions, one of the things that I was
but there
very
are
passionate
people
about.
who looked up
But
to him.
there
in
are
that
ways
way. Like, I
you can
feel
have
like-
adoration for somebody and it not be considered worship.
Yeah, I definitely agree. What the hell? Why did that golden gun shot just completely miss?
Like I have a lot of adoration for people, but I will never have anything what I would consider close to worship. And if I do, it would probably be people that were in my family. Just because like them, Pac-Man, that's hilarious. Just because there's people in my family that have done some amazing things, and they've done better things than some of these people that I thought were heroes that were like super
But then-
or
5
or
minutes.
stars.
I feel like
Sound
everyone.
tactics
I mean, the odds that you have a family member that has done something horrible though is pretty high too. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Like,
I have a member of my family. I have a few members of my
Yeah,
family that have
I-
done horrible
yeah.
things.
yeah, and that's the thing is it's like
Uh,
people you can't ever
You
hold
are in
yourself
control.
accountable for the things that your family members have done, or people that
no,
even
that's
your
exactly
friends.
why it's horrible.
even
That's
your
why it's
friends
horrible
sometimes.
when people have like you luckily were not born in a generation where parents were forcing their kids to think that they wanted to have occupations that were strictly
I don't know.
going to make them wealthy.
I know friends who's I don't know that it necessarily died. I feel like it's less common now, but I had friends who
Yeah,
were,
but
were
but
told.
your generation don't give a your generation don't give a fuck.
That's
My
fair.
generation would get smacked in the mouth. Your generation won't even get smacked in the mouth because you'll hit your parents back in the face. Like my parents, I would never have hit my parents in the face. I would have thought that I would go to jail. You were like, "Fuck you, let's go, let's throw down." Like not you specifically, but many people around your age range that I've seen. I've seen them in public. I've seen them do it in public. That's the only reason why I even have like frame of reference for it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like, wow.
you've worked in
Like,
service work, and you've definitely seen some crazy shit.
These fucking kids, man. The way I watched this one guy let his daughter, like basically as she's probably 16 or 17, tell me and some other people exactly what we were gonna do when he was my age, and he just looked down and shuffled his feet like, "Yep, that's what's gonna happen." And like, and if, you know, and then I started to say it wasn't gonna happen, and like he tipped his cap to me and knew that I was doing all I was supposed to do, and he knew that he couldn't. You know, he couldn't prevent her from saying that shit, but he knew that he was going to hear it from her, that she didn't get her way. And I'm just like, wow, like what abuse. And it's just okay. I mean, it's totally
anyways,
okay.
in other words, treat your family with respect, and if I feel like you don't have to inherently, I don't know, nobody inherently deserves your respect, but I feel like you should always give
It should
them
definitely
that.
be earned. It's not supposed to ever be just given no matter what. I
Especially-
understand
right,
the prospect that
right.
you shouldn't just say you don't want to give your parents respect because they're just your parents, but
Opponent
that's a
claims
new
zone B.
mentality.
2 zones
That is a
are
new
yours.
mentality, man. Like it's not like I get it and I respect it because I understand where you're coming from, but like it's like there's never going to be a situation where older people feel jealousy towards that. It's just a shift in dynamics in society.
I'm
But like it just sucks that when I look and I see and I see people in society that are doing like the hard work, and it's all the older people that are just still trying to pound through and just get through it, and it's all the younger people like, yeah, I'm just gonna quit whenever I want for whatever reason I want, and who gives a shit?
But at the same
I'm like,
time,
wow.
I feel like in the workforce right now, you and I both know there's just no respect for hard workers, even if you are the
Of
hard
course not.
worker.
In any
So,
degree,
so that's
absolutely.
why even the young people who are hard workers say fuck that. I'm gonna go work somewhere that's gonna make me some fucking money.
This is your end.
I mean, and that's just completely real. I feel like people in my generation have higher priorities as far as pay goes, and they're not gonna live on nothing and be happy with it. They're gonna. I mean, that's why tech jobs are so prevalent now, is because they're some of the highest paying jobs that anyone can learn. Like, you find something in the tech industry you're passionate about,
they
and
prevail,
there's
it won't be
there's
because you let
multiple companies out there who can
Lanes
utilize
have
your
gone
expertise,
cold.
and
That
you'll
shut
be able to
them
get your
down.
name out
Zone
there.
A captured.
Or if
Opponent
you have the
claims
time,
zone B.
you can do it on your own, and you can try to push yourself that way. It's a different process for everyone, and I think for people to think that there's a one-size-fits-all mentality for getting a job and living, I just feel like that's very closed-minded. This game
I
took
just
a
don't think
turn.
it's.
1 minute.
It's one of those situations where it just makes me sad that there's not the same
Opponent
mentality
claims
towards
zone
taking
B.
care of everybody everywhere, I
Could have
guess.
gone
It just
better.
makes me feel like this disdain because my only option is to continue to deal with it, break out where I can just be
The Iron Lords never
sufficient,
stop.
or to move somewhere else where I feel like the things are more equal to where I want them to be, and it just seems like that's all overseas. Like just little communal places where people seem to care about each other, where they eat fresher foods, there's less regulations on stuff, there's less propaganda. I feel like I get so clouded by all that stuff, and it just makes it so like days that even when I'm in a very positive mood or I'm going to do great things, if I get a whiff of any of that, it just completely shit can set me off for the rest of the day. But then I see people that are overseas in little, little villages where they go to little farmers markets and they go and they sit by the village river or the lake, or they go to a communal area and they go do these amazing like things in their society and their little habitat, and they're not worried about socials, they're not worried about propaganda, they're not worried about that. They go eat, they go commune, they go do fun things, and they go home and they go do what they want to do, and like it just seems like more like what I want. And everything that's not this makes me feel like what like because this would be what it would be, is I'd be going back into those situations and enjoying that then, and it's just like after that, like doing what we're doing now, but for the rest of the time, like everything outside of my home is just so hazy and variance as to whether or not it's going to just disrupt my day or my mentality. And that's, I've been off of socials for so long now, and even though I need to be on them for the channel and everything to get certain things to help us out, like I can't be on them at all, because as soon as I get stuck into something bad or somebody gives me some sort of bad news or just completely. No, but I need to know more about the Discord, so when people ask me, because I'm just like, I don't know, Bray's not here. I don't know, Bray's asleep. I just don't. I guess I need to
forgot
take
I
some
was
time
muted.
to learn about that.
But yeah, I was just talking about managing the Discord, and like obviously we have people for that too. I don't do a lot of the work for the Discord. It's more so just posting updates and trying to keep people in the loop as far as like what kind of projects we're working on and everything like that. Like, you know, we're trying to get more and more professional as far as the quality of our scheduling and like when the content comes out, and like if you guys like making sure you guys know you know what to expect throughout any given week is very important to us, because ultimately having consistency is what makes it you know, makes something a regular behavior. You know, like I watch certain YouTubers and they are my comfort, you know what I mean? And everyone has that, and the fact that some people come to us for that reason, it's great. All right, we're gonna be more positive in subject matter this.
I know, I don't feel like it was negative. I just feel like
It was
one of those
just
situations
sad.
where it just.
I feel like when you
It is.
ultimately it's just sad when you look at how a lot of people view their situation. Convergence. What map is this? Infinite Forest. I feel like I typically hate these Mercury maps. No, this is the D1 map. Okay, I like this one.
Iron Banner.
The right team can just destroy this map really quickly.
Shit, I didn't use my shit again. Like, I'm not on Invis. That's the reason why I did poorly this last one.
Why weren't you on Invis?
I don't know. When I was doing Catalyst grinding, I didn't change it back.
Yeah, at least you have loadouts. It's pretty nice.
Show me a new legend.
That is something that I'm very glad that loadouts are a thing. I feel like it's very late, but the fact that they are is very nice. It's a good quality of life improvement. I'm following you.
Opponent claimed Zone B. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Can't believe that worked.
Yeah, well, once I moved with you, everyone else decided to go with us too. This lane on the right side is dangerous.
Zone A lost.
I'm pushing back to A.
Shit.
That is a lot of people. At least
I didn't have this.
our teammates are
with
taking B.
Zone B
It's all right.
captured.
This
Two
is this might just be a
yours.
2-zone kind of battle. Just prioritize.
But still, taking the long way and not getting killed is good too, because you know what I mean. Taking the long way to hit the.
You like
point,
corn.
that's-
You like corn the
Zone
long
B
way.
lost.
I do not.
You and Manny are always
detest
talking
it.
about that. You guys are always talking about eating
up,
corn the
buddy?
long way.
Need backup.
Zone A captured.
Yes!
Zone advantage is yours.
can't believe he let me do that. He just stood there on the other side of the wall and watched me. And let his buddy go try to finish me. He couldn't, and then he just tried to go over there and finish me at the end, and then like he watched me take it. Like, what an idiot. I'm sure the rest of his teammates feel stupid. What's going on there? What are you guys doing?
They're holding pretty good spots in mid. They're keeping us off.
Okay, but you guys were like attacking it from a well, from afar. That's weird.
Well, the distance game is so much more powerful now because so many people are running SMGs and stuff. People really don't understand that the shotgun meta is kind of dead. Like, I see so many people holding on to this. It's, you know, some people
It's the move.
B. It's
B's the move.
yeah. I distracted one of them. He's running after me.
It's almost done. So get in there. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. That's when it's worth it. When other people are like, oh, sorry that you got 80% progress. I'm not going to try to jump in there and get the rest of that. I don't want to die. What the heck? Nice. Got a swing. Swing's in our favor. Let's leave A alone.
Yep. Yep, I agree. Let them have it.
Now
Yeah,
that we
then
now
we're
that we
literally
have B
they'll
in-
feed to us if trying to get the other two
Oh, for
zones.
sure. Because they're gonna feed to us now. Let's just keep B and C.
I don't know why everyone always thinks they need to advance at this point. They're
Because well, I mean, because the hunt and all the 30-point swing, and that's really what can, like, you know, it's like ripping open a wound.
There's a guy that I don't know if that guy's gonna push. He did.
In the middle.
Got him.
Yeah, he did. It's fine. Fine.
There's
We still don't go for A. That's the move, though. Like, this is when for some reason be like, oh, let's go for A.
Finish that guy.
B. Like, no.
come on. Nice. Our teammate was there. Good. Okay, B is still safe. I'm gonna make sure nobody's swinging C. Oh, they actually might just feed this right lane.
Got some flankers flanking.
Flankers flanking. Heard.
Zone C
They got C.
lost.
Our teammates are capping
Nice.
A though. It's all right.
Zone
Oh,
A
yeah, that's
captured.
good.
You have the advantage. Press on.
Yeah. Spawn flipped. Those guys are all low over
Fine.
here.
Let's like low prioritize C then.
Oh my god.
Come on, that should have been the end of it. Anybody, oh, because
minutes.
you got me from behind.
Sound
That's fine.
tactics so far.
Well, I almost have super, so we'll be able to make a flip.
Let's not get stupid
Zone
here.
B
I'm pushing
lost.
B.
That's fine. Oh yeah, Superman over there. In the
I shot his Nova bomb, and I think it killed him. I
You
think.
going for triple cap?
Lost.
Damn it.
Is hunted.
Yeah. Shit.
Stand
Okay, let's not feed. Let's just not feed.
Hold.
We got
Hold.
30-point
back.
swing. We got 30-point swing. Let's not feed.
He just
We're
wasted
good.
a tether,
Me and you. I don't even know I'm speaking like this because I know you won't.
and they can't hear
But
us.
hell,
So
if you
I
guys
guess
are
it,
hearing me, anybody that would be playing with us, know that this is the point where you do not feed, because you actually will get a medal
please.
if you do not die when they have the hunt.
yeah. We're doing pretty.
Because
Our,
that's
our
the goal.
teammates have done a pretty good job, but this is also a big map, so it's easier to stay away. Whereas some maps, you can't help but feed.
You captured
Alright.
Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone B. Opponent claimed Zone A.
They got 2 of the zones, so they're about to just jump in again. So we gotta see how they
just
divide.
need a team
They're
shoot.
staying right by A.
Oh my
so obviously I'm
God.
going for it.
It's the ARs this season that are crazy.
Get back up at A.
I don't
Back
know
up at A, I
why.
got
Why?
50%.
Ooh, there's,
He
that
just
guy's
walked
really
right
low.
past me.
That guy's really low.
They
That
let
guy's
me have it.
Zone
that guy's really low.
advantage is
That guy's
yours.
over near you two.
I don't know why I did that. I got nervous.
Victory is yours for the taking. Seize
I'm gonna come
Nice.
hop in this.
You guys we got
bubble.
3 soups. If we use these correctly, this should not be a problem. Okay. That was the sound of me leaning back in my chair.
But the
because
okay, listen, the ability to fuck a game up at the very last minute, Destiny randoms have the biggest ability to do that ever.
my god.
Like literally, same with Gambit. A Gambit match could be completely won, and they will find a way. They will find a way to make you lose.
Oh, for sure. Oh, that was objective as F. I'll take a point of the stag of Better Devils, the Crucible Engram. All of the things. Yes, I had a .44 combat efficiency. I will live up to that, but I was completely on objective. I was completely team shooting, cutting off zones, doing the work that doesn't get you the high fives.
Water break.
I do want to get some kills though. It's depressing. Like the Vex does help a lot with team shooting and stuff like that. I was getting some stuff going on, but I need to.
Maybe you should be rocking scout rifles. Scout rifles are pretty strong this season.
You know, and this is crazy. There used to be this time where I just didn't ask anybody's opinion about shit. I just like did what I wanted, and sometimes it worked for me. And then there got to be a point where I just started being like, "What's everybody else doing? That's what I got to be doing, and that's what's gonna happen."
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
for
it's just
the
like-
longest though, I feel like that they made it impossible to use certain weapons within the meta due to how powerful other weapons were. You know what I mean? Like hand cannons, they had scout rifle range, so you'd always get shit on as a scout rifle user, even though you had a good roll and it was a good weapon, because the time to kill on hand cannons was so abusive. Like,
I feel you. That's the reason why. I mean, I would never want to do it at the detriment of like costing the team like half an hour or an hour's worth of time, but there's a fine line between still doing that at taking 12 minutes of somebody's livelihood away because you're not even competitive.
yeah.
It's just being like, you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, it's a fine line between the two of them. I don't want to ever tell somebody that they can't use what they want to use, but when they're playing with a group, then they're affecting the group, you know?
Iron Banner.
I mean, if there's ever been a time in this game where you can double primary, it's fucking right now, so...
Yeah.
Good way to find out, you know, difference of time to kill and 2 guns quickly, a quick swap, not having to worry about all that, but also just knowing that there's still other people that are just beating you because they're just going through like you would back in the day and just going to this special ammo loops before everybody else and still killing you with the special weapons.
Yeah.
It's still a legit strat.
Let the contest begin.
I feel bad for people who are trying to do trials, so go hang out with those goons.
You captured Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone A.
Hey, look, it's Midnight Society. I couldn't get out of there. Oh, cool, I did defeat him. That was a pretty cool start. I'll take it. I'll take it, sir. Oh, hey, Adarasu. Oh, you can go.
Zone C lost. You captured Zone A.
We're going to B, C, B, C, B,
B.
B, B. B, aggressive.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
Ooh, that was so good.
Get that other guy. Help me.
Suppressing fire!
Captured Zone B.
Flanking.
Zone advantage is yours.
Right here. Oh, our teammates got him. Never mind. I'm
get
so
away.
stupid. I thought more people were pushing C. We really could have had a power play there. They don't have the strongest defense. Other guy's low. Nice.
Sometimes you try to sneak up and then just reveal yourself, dummy.
Captured zone
We
C.
did it.
They hear the howls and no fear.
That guy's what a chode, dude. He's using fucking chaperone. I love slide melee. Slide shoddy. Like he literally like is only using slide shotgun melee. That's like his thing.
Another hunt will come soon. Opponent claims zone A.
Well, I just decided to feed that because I just, gonna stand there against 5 guys.
5 guys.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh shit. That was bad. Embarrassing.
Damn. Lethal abundance, huh? What's that about?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Shotgun guy.
Zone C.
His name's Rookie and he's using the chaperone. At least I traded with him. To our left.
You captured zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Zone advantage is ours for a damn second.
Zone B lost.
Are you worried?
No.
I would throw right here at the end.
There's too many people! I can't start and stop 3 different fights. Like, that's the one thing I fucking
That was
hate
fun.
about Destiny sometimes.
Embarrassing.
Like, what the hell? Yeah, make me feel better by killing an AFK guy.
You captured zone C. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone A lost.
That clause is rough, man.
You captured zone B. You have the advantage. Press
I
on.
was pretty happy with the quality of the fight.
Five minutes left. Sound tactics so far.
Damn, he just has so much range with that Polaris Lance. Try that
Let
one.
up till it's over.
That was always one that had really good range when it came out. And fucking Warmind, one of the weakest content periods, but some of the best like early Destiny 2 content in my opinion. Like there was nothing to do, but it was better than everything else. Like Destiny 2 had just as weak of a launch as Destiny 1, man. As someone who was there for for most of both games, like I obviously wasn't there when the drought was so bad because I was just playing other games. Like that was the only thing that I didn't really mind when there was like less stuff to do in Destiny, was because like I would just play other games. But other times it felt like there was so much stuff to do that I never could get around to.
I see hope for them all, Guardian.
shit, I accidentally just hit the mic. It's probably not good. That guy's armor looks cool.
Best dress is what you say when I don't think you did very well in the game. No kidding.
I just pick them randomly for everybody. I'm gonna be so honest, because there are sometimes I don't get any time to do it. It feels like, so then I don't get to give anybody any sort of accommodation.
As long as you got time to pick your nose, that's all that matters.
Really?
Nope. No, not at all. Absolutely not. What the fuck are you talking about?
Gaslighting.
No, I'm projecting.
Oh, because you pick your nose?
Everybody picks their nose, Bray.
From time to
except
time.
for Brie Bella.
I pick my nose just to like get like stuff that's like can't sneeze it out.
It's like magic nose goblin.
But you just use a tissue. Like you use a tissue and pick your nose. I mean, it's like it's the same thing. You're
I
still
didn't even think about that. You can pick your nose with a tissue?
you're weird.
Bro, you are weird. I tried to look at what guns you got. They lagged till they came in, and then when they came in, they didn't even show up.
They're
and
the
then you
same
just got
guns
right to
you're using.
commendations. No, I'm talking about your rewards from the last game.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching stream. I'm watching stream.
I thought you were talking about.
No, you're 2.29. What are you using?
I'm using the messenger and Vex Mythoclast.
You fucking suck.
What? Because
It sucks because like I was using the same guns and I'm not getting the same performance. I'm not. I just like those are just. I don't know. I need some guns that are gonna help me like in case I don't get all headshots, like Mr. All Headshots, because that's obviously what you're doing. I get body shots and then I like finish with headshots and I don't even get a chance with almost everything I'm playing with. You're playing with the same shit and like going 2.63.
maybe I'm just
And staying on
awesome.
objective. Shut up.
Use
you
J-
shut
you
your
could use
mouth.
Jade Rabbit for long maps.
Forgot about that. Well, I'm still gonna mess around with what I got going on right now. Right now, I'm working with Mida and Doom.
I'm trying to think what
Doom.
else you could possibly run.
Maybe I'll use main ingredient because I seem to be getting some special ammo every game and I'm not using it. I'm just getting it to prevent somebody else from getting it. The old steal from somebody so they don't snipe you shit from D1. Remember that?
I do, but I also was the
I
one
do.
sniping people, so.
I was a lot. Yeah,
D1 sniping was so much more manageable versus what we have going on now.
if you look at my sniper stats and like how many times I've held one and tried to use it versus D1, it's still higher in D1. That's how little I've sniped in D2.
Yeah, I believe.
D1 and D1 was like what, 2 years, 2.5 years?
What do you mean? The length of it?
How long the game length was?
What do you mean? Like D1 came out in 2014.
So it was like 2 years
Mm,
before D2.
No,
it was like,
no. It's way longer than that.
It seems like it was like next to
Nope,
no. Yeah, I guess
you
it was.
gave up. You gave up so early. Like, and it seemed like in D1.
Yeah, because all of my friends were fucking elitists already, and I was like, "Fuck you!" Like I had made so much strides.
Yeah, there
to
was
make
like
sure
3
people
years. There was
understood.
3 years gap in between the end of Destiny 1 and the start. Or it was, yeah, 3 years total.
I still did almost all of the major things in D1, so I just did not care about trying to stay into the lore, playing more than I absolutely had to.
Me
It went
nei-
from
the
it
lore
went from an
thing.
obsession to a casual play because every fucking person that was in my like cliques and groups and everything else, and wasn't even clans really, just all the people like had gotten to the point where if you weren't running 3 characters, I was dedicated, guys. I was the guy that was waking up on reset time and waking up before reset, having breakfast in the AM, getting up with my buddies in the AM, and like waiting for reset to roll over to do all the things. The only difference was I wasn't doing it on 3 characters every week. So it took me longer to get all the stuff, and it took me longer to get myself up raid ready for later contests and stuff. But I was also trying to live my fucking life. I wasn't getting paid to play Destiny. Now, technically, if we put Destiny content up and we don't get it demonetized, we can feel confident to do anything we want with Destiny now, feeling better than we did before, because we actually are getting paid to do it. But before, we worked it like as a full-time job, just to try to have fun with people, and then it got to the point like, oh, you don't have this specific gun? Oh, you haven't studied up enough?
You
haven't
don't know
watched- you
every
don't know
new
how- you
mechanic
don't know
of the
how this
raid that just
works?
came out last week. Like,
And then when you go into LFG, this is supposed to be the place that you can curate the type of post to get the groups that you want. You either have one of two scenarios. One, every time that you try to get into a group, you realize that you're not qualified because there's a fucking form that you have to fill out, prerequisite-wise, and get fucking vested and checked on every fucking way possible to get into the group with these elite motherfuckers. Or you start your own group. It goes well until you get to one of the major checkpoints, and then they all fucking leave because all they wanted was a checkpoint.
let's look real
And that
quick.
was my favorite one.
Let's look at
Yeah,
real quick at the LFG groups.
And that's why I dialed back instead of dialing in. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. It's probably playing some really good RPGs or doing something else at the time too. Because when you were super into Destiny, you didn't have time.
See, the thing
to do
is,
anything
okay,
else.
my problem is, and I just looked at the LFG, and that's part of the problem is people are either like that or they don't know anything, like not even the bare minimum to be doing a raid activity in the first place.
Right, and then you're like, what the hell? And then and it sucks because they're so unprepared that it's one of those things. It's like be pulling teeth to Sherpa these people through the activity, so it's not even worth it at that point. And again, most of the time, then somebody else that comes in and helps you will either try to take over the group because they're fighting for alpha because you're the only person. So you can be walking 5 people through and people eventually quit because of time or whatever. Somebody else powerful comes in and then you're fighting for control of the group. You could lose control of the whole group and then just take off with the rest of it. Or they're going to get you to a checkpoint, and then as soon as they get to a checkpoint, they're going to leave.
I remember in
all they wanted
D1 it was even worse. Like, get you to the end of the thing right before you open the chest, kick you from the game. Like,
my God, dude, I
that's fucked
cried
up.
for you, bro. That happened to you, and I was like, that was
Yeah.
the time, like from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, that I wanted to like find that person's IP and go to their house and kick their ass. Be like, do you know what you just did, this child? Do you
yeah,
want
I
me to
was
show
like,
you a video
dude,
of
I
what
was
you
like
did
9, like.
to him? Right,
I was
look
like-
what you did.
I was
Look
like,
what you did to my son.
I was like
Look what
9
you
years
did.
old, and they're literally like just a bunch of British guys deliberately bullying
He
a
shouldn't be
9-year-old.
playing
A
then.
9-year-old.
He sounds like this child. He is a fucking child. Shut the fuck up. He's trying to be mature for his age. Just let him rock. He's doing good at the job.
Iron
He's doing good at the
Banner.
game. You're just jealous that you weren't that good at 9. Shut the fuck up. Leave my kid alone. I'm gonna go beat your ass. Like, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Because it was almost like, and then eventually I think something like that happened with one of your friend groups or one of your close groups too, where they did that to you or something, where you would get kicked for something else, somebody else.
Yeah,
You'd
I
be okay to be in that spot, and then they would kick you to replace you with their friend, and then you like got all the way up to the point where you couldn't get the rewards or whatever, or you weren't going to get to the next phase because I wasn't ready or somebody else wasn't ready, and they literally made you think it was going to happen, got you all the way to that point, and then like fucking trolled you by kicking you just so their friend that got off of work could get on because he needed it too. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, what
literally
the
like
fuck?
some toxic ass shit.
So what other games is that shit happening? You know what I mean? Like a game that we
every
spent $1,000 on.
every single community
Claimed zone A.
has that toxic group of people. It's just how prevalent it is, or how they're able to inflict those kind of things on other people. You know what I mean? Like even games like I'm sure games like Minecraft have a toxic elitist community somewhere.
Like,
So-
you did do the lobotomy, bro.
Yeah, Elden Ring is one of the most toxic communities I feel like I've ever been a part of. And I don't know why. I don't understand why, because it's not
Come
that
on.
hard. Like, Elden Ring is not harder than a lot of other Soulsborne games, so I just don't understand exactly why it has such a toxic community in particular. I guess because it's easier. They think you need to do it the hardest fucking way possible just because, to prove something to somebody. Like, who am I proving anything to?
Because you're trying to find a way to make the fact that you beat the game more special. And like their way to do it is to make sure that you say that you beat it in a harder circumstance that other people beat it, because everybody's gonna say that they beat it, but oh, how did you beat it?
Opponent
Well,
claimed
how
zone B.
difficult did you make it on yourself? Like, what the hell does that all about? You know what I mean? Like, why does that even matter? How difficult
That's a
you made
bad
it on yourself.
idea, Dad.
I did it to just try to juke that guy. I knew I couldn't get out of there. I just knew that the only way he was going to be able to get up my ass is if he actually turned to try to follow me up there, and I have one shot to recalibrate a shot on him coming back down that slide. But it didn't work. But yes, it was a bad idea.
That guy is just camping with the bow on B. I can't even get a shot on him.
You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
What kind of clan name is Natural Male Enhancement? It sounds like a
Funny.
dick pill.
Yep, that's what they want.
It's just a bunch of people with bows, dude. It's lame as hell.
Yeah, it is. How about we switch to a couple games of Gambit before we do the...
I agree.
That's why we can kind of fire it up, because it sucks that I'm going to have to grind the rest of this probably offline, or maybe we'll just grind it in a session where we just, that's what we title it is we're just grinding for that fucking cool emblem. That's all I really want.
Yeah.
And then enough engrams to try to roll before the end of the 2 weeks a decent stag, and I'll be our claws, and I'll be okay.
You might want stag as well. The bow.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
probably. I gotta. What I should do is just keep used to that against ranking files, and then eventually I feel like that will translate well.
Wait, we might be able to bring this match back. We traded. Can someone go push B? No, nobody was with me. We had a drop. We had a player leave.
Zone C lost.
So they thought that we were gonna lose,
But
and we were getting our ass beat.
they weren't like points ahead because we kept holding more zones and capturing more zones than them.
Zone B captured.
That guy's-
Zone advantage is yours.
That rookie dude is just so lame. Like, imagine using Chaperone in 2024. It's
His
just
gimmick in his group probably is like, okay, rookie, you're gonna be the guy that uses the shotgun because it's gonna get the best results. It's like, okay, what do I use? Well, it's called the chaperone. Here you go. And we'll put it right in your hand. We get in the app and put it right on your hand right now. Just use the chaperone, you'll be fine. You seem like I'm not doing as good with kills, and I'm still not one to compromise to get better kills to fucking use guns that I don't want to use by repeating.
5 minutes
Oh,
remain.
sorry.
Zone A lost.
We're taking it back.
Zone B captured.
It is.
Zone
Take it back.
advantage is yours.
Well, we're packing. We're moving as a pack.
yeah. I think our. Oh my god. Shoot him. Yes. Eat a dick, rookie.
Lost. You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
He
Now
literally.
we're moving as a crazy group.
My guy thought he was doing something. Alright, hurry. Oh, we can do it. We can do it.
You captured
Yeah.
Now you were the wolf. Finish the hunt.
They were not ready for that shit. They had the early game.
Maybe we're not going to. As long as we don't get a bunch of bow babies.
With the bow, people slide a lot. It'll help. It's a lot harder to adjust, I feel like, with a bow like that.
The hunt has ended.
Yeah, we just need to stay vigilant.
You captured Zone A. Zone B captured. Zone advantage.
Did that guy just
is
solo cap?
yours.
Yeah, that is goat shit. I'm recording that. I just wanna have that for me personally. That random
Just for
really
you.
just he went out of his way to be awesome. He just solo capped and that was some badass shit.
Oh,
right
I
there.
always respect the solo cap, anyways.
That was actually just
They're
kind of
all over there.
instinctual. I didn't really mean to clip that, but I am so used to when cool Destiny moments happen like that, I just kind of clip them.
Make some cookies over here. Oh no, actually, wait, let's see.
Yeah, Rookie, you wanted to kill me one more time before the game ended. What a petty bastard. Like,
Keep the pressure and
I'm making some cookies over the fire. What's in these cookies?
victory.
Ooh, delegation.
yeah. That Rookie must have felt like a real cool guy.
Man, that was awesome.
Victory
I made these cookies. This guy passed his special. He turned around and he couldn't kill me. He's right in front of my face and he can't kill me. Like right at the end of the game because he was so mad that I was emoting. He's like, "Oh yeah, watch me pop my super on you," and he didn't even kill me. I pulled the cookies out and raised them over my head right before he did anything. Oh, I love emotes.
I was just double checking sound. Woo. Yeah, Dad. I think we're in that gambling mentality now. We're leaving when we lose. It's like a person with a gambling addiction. Like we're going till we get a loss.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to jump into Gamboat after that because we just pulled it out. I mean,
The only reason we wanted that
Let
as a
that be a
backup
lesson
plan
to
was
you.
because we felt like we were going to be demotivated by a loss like that. Or maybe we thought
yes, I
but
don't like
also,
getting stomped.
people don't realize certain hours of the day are more competitive in Crucible. Legitimately, like someone needs to make like
right
a graph.
now, people are getting off of work in certain areas. That got off at 7 o'clock. They're done about dinner, so it's almost about 8 o'clock. So 3 hours, different than us. Those people are getting ready to start wrecking, and then there's people that are a little bit that are getting exhausted. That we're getting in the throes of our session, and they're getting a little bit exhausted because of them being 3 or so hours
that's
after
true.
us.
There are also
You know
people
what I mean?
who have
Like-
already been playing for multiple hours before this, and fatigue is real.
Yeah, but we also love to ride a dub train, so. I want the emblem. Sweet, super sweet.
I found
Not
a
that I
way
don't like the
to
one that I have
change up
now,
my
but-
armor to make it acceptable for myself, even though it's still not as cool as I like it to be. It's both practical and it doesn't look like shit, you know?
Do you remember in D1 when there was a lot of you would use?
My armor looked like
your
absolute dog shit in D1.
But I'm talking about more along the lines that there was a lot more using shaders to blend into certain maps because of the limited maps, and then you'd know
Yeah.
now with loadouts, if you have you should have a cache of different options for when the faster people, there's so much time that if you found out what map you were loading in, you could hurry up and switch your appearance immediately and know that you have
Yeah,
spots
some
there
people
that you're
do
going to go
that.
try to blend in. There was a lot of that in D1.
I feel like, especially that's why Trials armor was such a big deal, was because it was gold.
Hey, Manny the Mormon, it's the Vid-Bits, Bray and Brian. So
What's up?
Papa Vid Wave,
What's up, Manny?
Cornberg.
We've been kicking ass.
If you ever watched Cornberg, just absolutely go into this mode where, in WCW, they would just go back and they'd show him backstage right before you get ready. And the gimmick was that he had a team of security guys that were always standing outside because for some reason, even though this guy was the best guy in the fucking world, he had to have a whole team of security escort him to the ring. Mainly it was because he was in the backstage and he wanted the whole security team to prevent any of the other wrestlers from kicking his ass because they all pretty much fucking hated him. But anyways, he would go and he would headbutt the locker as hard as he could sometimes. Put a fucking dent in these lockers in these arenas around the world. And I'm probably sure it was probably a badge of honor to know that you had a locker with a Goldberg headbutt indention in your locker room.
That is some dumbass mongoloid shit right there.
Yes, right? And so he'd concuss him fucking self, Bray, before he even went out there, bro. So my hatred for Bill Goldberg is not for the man. William Henry Goldberg, or whatever his name is, good for you as a man. As a performer, though, you cost one of the best wrestlers in the world millions of dollars. I'm sure you have not mitigated any of those losses financially in any sort of sympathetic way, and you've done nothing but tell the media that you want to have him leave you alone. When I don't know how I could forgive somebody wearing combat boots in a fucking wrestling ring when it's a work, brother. It's a work, brother.
Don't
It's not
don't
a
kick
fucking
his
shoot.
fucking head off.
Don't kick his fucking head off, bro.
But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
Manny. I think we should do. I think we should play some Black Ops 3 sometime and chat.
Hell yeah, dude. We should play some Black Ops 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's play some Black Ops 3 tomorrow, Manny. How about that, brother?
Let me make sure I don't have anything in my schedule. I know I do have to go sign up for driver's ed tomorrow. But aside from that,
Right? It's a work, brother. It's true, man. It's like the best thing about wrestling back in the day is the brotherhood of it. Is you go out there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, and like you go out there and work the same guy and have amazing matches, and basically, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. like as in like synced to EST time. You do something early.
I think I'm going to get here's tomorrow Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, as I'm busy at 11:30 a.m. So maybe could we do it a little later, like, or I guess a little earlier perhaps.
What pocket of time do you have open, Manny? What's your open time tomorrow? How about you tell us that? Either that, or we could do some. I have a pocket of time open at 2 a.m. Is it It's cross-platform, right?
BO3 isn't. But we do have. Wait, is Black Ops 3 one of your PlayStation Plus games?
I don't have that anymore.
Iron Banner.
Well, we'll have to figure something out, Manny.
Yeah, I want to play games with you, Manny.
We do have PS5, so maybe I'll figure out how much a download code is, because they can get kind of cheap these days, especially since BO3 has been out for a while. So
We will figure this shit out for sure.
yep. But
I want to get carried by the wave.
I'd love to do Horizon Drac or Origins. Or
Absolutely.
Let us
Absolutely.
see what today's
Ah,
game
God,
is
this
made
fucking map again. At least it's not the newer maps. Dude,
This fucking
Dude,
guy.
the last 3 maps Bungie have made for Crucible, they are just horrible. The big
They don't
ass
have
map
good
that came
people
out.
making maps
Don't
anymore.
see.
It's like they're
They-
not allowed to have good people make the maps.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
Oh shit, that guy's like 1 tap. Did someone get him?
Morzan, House of Madness. Morzan.
Me and that guy just traded. I love Horizon
Marzan
Drac.
lost.
Horizon Drac is my personal favorite. I actually, it's so hard. Yeah, I feel like I have the most nostalgia for Horizon Drac, but it's also still like a mechanically good map. Whereas, like, I feel like some people are blinded by nostalgia. I love Shadows of Evil too. We need to get to the point
Come
where
F on.
we need to get to the point where we can get one more per. Oh, we have pandas. Pandas could probably. No, I don't know if he has PlayStation actually. But we'll need to figure out.
Considering the fact that you are a completely unnecessary tier member, you can definitely request some Black Ops.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's one of the perks. One of the perks of the membership is
Another hunt will come soon.
getting a say in what kind of games we play.
Opponent claimed Zone A. Zone C captured. Zone B captured. 2 zones are yours.
Come on, director. That is what's up. Tactical shift, baby.
Oh shit! I'm too far away. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like we can play all kinds of games, Manny, as long as we have it. We've got on Xbox, if you like, as far as like watching content goes, if you want us to make content, which you can request to do us to do as well. We have
Running with the pack.
we
I
have
don't know
Black
if I've ever
Ops.
got that one. What's that
We
one?
have Black Ops 2, 3, 4, Infinite Warfare. Sorry, I hate Black Ops 4. Not a big fan. But Infinite Warfare. We even have World War II, which we haven't played, but it's from what I hear.
Fuck you. Sorry. Wither
No.
Horde. Bullshit.
No, you're good, Dad.
He literally slid Wither Horde me because I had a great angle around a corner and they were.
Yeah,
just
that guy's been a prick all game.
Slide Wither Horde. What the fuck?
But
What are you doing that for?
we have all kinds of COD Zombies games, and we have the best ones and also some of the mediocre ones, but I feel like we don't have the worst ones, so. What the fuck is happening?
Zone advantage is yours.
What? That guy just didn't die. Yeah, BO4 is corny. It's just low quality as far as like COD Zombies goes. Because COD Zombies is what makes Call of Duty good, in my opinion. I think it's the variety package, right? I'm sure you have, if you were to like, you know, sell it to an adult gamer, it has a round-based zombies mode. It has a good a Call of Duty game should have, you know, 3 modes that are good. Now it's like they put all the emphasis into Warzone, which I'm sure Warzone's probably a decent product for those who like it, but at the same time, to me, it means that every other part of their games gets neglected because they put all their eggs in the Warzone basket.
5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far. The howls are quiet. Return to the fight.
The fucking Old West
Gotta suck to not
gunslinger.
get. Gotta suck to not get a lot of gains on a freaking hunt.
Zone C captured.
Invisible
Capture zone A.
popcorn.
Zone advantage is yours.
Man, that'd be a very cool clip.
Zone C lost.
Someone finish that guy?
Do you want a super there?
Ah,
Opponent
weak.
claims zone B.
go back to A after this.
You captured zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Good call. Routing back to A.
Yep. I don't know. I had a fucking inkling, man. Behind us. Whew. Made him work for it though.
I got A starved off on both sides, but now they're coming for it. There's like 3 people there. Don't go back
I'm
there.
going for C. We need to stop this.
Gotta get there before they nuke it, or we're getting B2, so let's get
Fuck!
C.
I missed that throwing.
Zone C.
Oh my god.
Pack is hunting you. Stand strong.
Okay. Okay. They just want it, man. Sorry, Manny. I want to read your game. I just definitely want to pull this dub out. We're just trying. We can't hemorrhage when they have a hunt. They get +3 on
That's why I'm
every
not talking.
The howls are
kill.
Return to the fight.
Especially when our teammates are feeding. Look at that gap they just closed.
3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure in.
I'm gonna go try to take A.
Opponent
They're really
flees.
bad
Stopped A.
at long.
I just killed the guy that was
Alright,
at A. I neutralized it.
To your right.
Sweet.
Captured
Good
zone.
stuff.
Zone advantage is
Okay.
yours.
What's the move? B?
No, C. Go back to C.
Hard.
We're just gonna bounce back and forth.
I'm walking through A just in case. It's good to double through just to make sure. He's trying to run through. Flank him. Got him.
Oh, what the fuck? Stupid new abilities. Get him. Good shit, guys.
Dogs cover, Guardian.
I forgot about that strand shackle grenade or whatever.
All right, fellows. Let's close. Let's close the deal. It's closing time. We're gonna close above cost. We're gonna put extra
Closing
money in the coffers.
time.
It's all about appropriate endgame super usage too. What are we
I don't
looking
even
at?
have one. Oh, I got supered at the end.
Got that guy. Need 10 more points, fellows. We've got one soup on each team. Fucking stupid
Zone B captured.
tornado
Two
bullshit.
zones are yours.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm qualified to guess your favorite beverages, Manny.
Oh, I
Uh,
know this. I know
you-
the answer to this.
Say it.
Well, one of them's horchata.
He likes horchata.
Zone
I don't-
B lost.
Yeah, he likes horchata.
Um,
Zone A
what?
captured. Two
The other
zones
one
are
is this.
yours.
He like it's a drink from Sonic. I can't remember what the name of it was. It's, we talked about this the other day.
reward is as well earned as one from a well-fought
What the hell? Two of the same gun.
Horchata is correct. Remember I said that my
Okay,
last one was chalky milk. Remember, and you were like, ooh, you were lamenting that you didn't put chocolate milk on the list. I'm trying to remember what the other.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I blank when I think of like people put me on the spot and then I just can't think of anything. Like not like
Oh, it's ocean water. He likes ocean water.
what about Doritos?
Sonic-
How do you
from
feel about
Sonic.
how do you feel about Doritos? I like the strawberry one. That one's pretty good.
And then another one was let's see.
Dad knows a lot about
So that's
mayonnaise.
so that's two. I know that that's right. Ocean water's right. So that's two.
Do you have a damn like a spreadsheet with all your Manny to Mormon knowledge?
No, I remember, and I'm just trying to remember. Like,
Especially when someone tells you your favorite drink, it is kind of I don't know if I was not there for this conversation.
I'm trying to think. I want to say it was a unique flavor of Red Bull. I don't want to say it was coconut, but I want to say it was
What
something
about-
very
Do
interesting.
you like Dr.
It might
Pepper?
have been, it might have been coconut. He's probably surprised I'm remembering this shit.
Do you like Dr. Pepper, Manny?
I think that's the only things I can remember. So that's three. I know that that's three of them.
I need to infuse my damn armor up.
Der Eisenwave.
Yeah, we got to do it. I think it's a very manageable one as long as we're not doing the 4-player one. I think it's the only one that kind of scales a little bit. Like with the amount of enemies that they throw at you, you know? We just do that one with me, you, and Manny.
So I've guessed three of them, Manny. I bet. At least, well, maybe the coconut Red Bull is not right. I know it was a very unique Red Bull flavor, ocean water and horchata.
I do definitely
And I just
remember.
don't-
Actually, I remember him talking about Red Bull. I feel like
But the other two,
we did have a lengthy conversation with Manny.
we had a lengthy conversation about the conversation we had. I wanted to catch him up because I don't think he expected me to talk for like several more hours after he went to bed. It was a really good conversation. What time is it? 11:15. Like, are we gonna this? Are we? You can always delete that we did the mission part of the stream, and we can just do. If we just keep winning, because I mean, I gotta stop at midnight, but if we keep winning, we gotta just keep winning. Just at midnight, though, it's gonna be my grandmother's 83rd birthday, so I'm definitely gonna have to hang out for a couple hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, her kitty cat is not doing too well around the same
Aw,
time, which is just
poor
really horrible
Smokey.
synchronicity.
Get some Smokies in the chat.
Yeah, Smokey's in chat.
Yeah,
Smokey's in chat.
we do have.
I don't think I can't do it.
I
Yeah,
did.
but he can.
Yeah. Poor guy. he's but she's gonna take him to the vet, see how he's doing.
Good.
It's
That's
it's just sad because he is 12 to 14 years old.
Yeah,
At
I tried to
least,
do the math with
at
her.
least.
I was able to appropriate that. I think from him being an outside cat and everything
because
else, I
that's
think
the
it was
other
about
thing.
13 or so.
'Cause you never know.
Yeah, horchata. Woo, I
Show
got it.
me a new legend.
Horchata.
Manny got us doing like a game show here. Manny DeMormon's game show hour.
I know I'm right with the ocean water.
Do we
That's
see
always wasted.
horchata?
Opponent claimed zone A.
He's lucky that I don't pull up the stream that we were on. I bet I can find the stream and pull it up.
Grenade.
Because he typed out the paragraph, and I'm just trying to, from my brain, remember what
Oh,
that
this
was
was in chat.
Yeah. Yes. That's why he said the game. I'm like, ooh, I would have played this game, because I remember engaging in the conversation. I'm running around like not doing anything, just being this disruptor. And I ran right back to A. It was freaking hilarious. Ocean water, there's the next one. Oh man, you're the best, dude.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! I always feel like I have to give Manny the Ric Flair woos.
Zone C lost.
I think I'm blowing up my woo. Yeah, coconut Red Bull, right? Yeah.
Coconut Red Bull of all things. What the
I
hell?
cannot believe it. Thank you so much, Manny.
Man, the Manny DeMormon lore
Dude.
goes deep.
I do know that when I said chocolate milk, after you said the other two, you lamented. I think you gave me a special wave for my chocolate milk, but I don't remember what the other two were. You do not have to give me hints, but if you do give me hints, I probably will figure it out. Oh man, 3 out of 5. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. You're the man. You're the Manny DeMormon.
Okay, Manny, what is your opinion on Doritos? I feel like they're too sweet. I like the strawberry one, but it's a little sweet.
Suppressing fire there. Good job.
Holy
Just cleaning
shit.
it up. What? 99 cents for a banana.
Well, I mean, okay.
That's badass. That's great. The banana's fucking great, dude. I'm telling you what, when they threw it was a chicken. They threw a chicken in the ring for Cody Rhodes. That shit is fun. He's like having the worst moment in the storyline in his life, and somebody does a fucking rubber chicken in the ring and lands right by his face. Like, those are the things that just are great, that just to break the tension. Break the tension a little bit. Of course, there's no tension in the Manny DeMormon game show, but I appreciate that. That was a great.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it was a little tense earlier in stream when we were talking about more serious life topics and stuff, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I needed this too. I needed to laugh. I appreciate that, Manny. But Manny was on the stream earlier today when he watched me at the end of a tumultuous, we'll say it was a tumultuous life moment for the 4 hours that I was doing Super Mario Brothers today. But at the end of it, I was able to attain my personal best time, and Manny was there for that, and I was very happy for that. Very,
Some
happy.
of the Streamlabs notification sounds are a little delayed, but they actually do come up in stream, which is pretty cool. I need to figure out the delay on
Manny,
that.
for the 4 super chats. Thank you so much.
Zone B
Yeah.
lost.
Seriously.
Big shout out to Manny DeMormon. I always shout him out.
seriously,
That's why I always shout him out towards the end of all videos, regardless of where when he's there. He's just like he's the GOAT, man.
And that's not to discredit anybody else that's thrown money, or especially people that have been
What
completely
the
unnecessary team
fuck
members
just
at any given time.
happened?
and People
Sorry.
that we may not even see very often.
Sorry. Okay.
Everybody that's been pushing for us to do well and everything, it's just
Yeah.
always appreciated.
I always shout out the people who come to mind when I think of our viewers and everything. I go through a pretty lengthy list at this point because I remember you guys.
Zone C lost.
You get what gamer rage? What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here, Manny.
Zone B captured.
What
Two
the hell are you
zones
talking
yours.
about? There's no gamer rage. I am the gentleman gamer. It's
Ah! Sorry, that was
5
a
minutes.
little random.
Sound tactics so far.
Yeah, Jey Uso not winning Money in the Bank was kind of dumb. But this is
That
the
whole
thing.
show was
It-
boring as fuck. That's
it
my
makes me
take.
think that they just don't have any plans for Jey Uso, unfortunately, then, because even with Jey, they didn't even want Jey to be potentially in the chase again for one of the titles for the next foreseeable future.
What?
But
That should have been a headshot.
if they don't have the plan for him to win the belt, it makes no sense to do it either, because it will continue to devalue him to take those losses. So and if that's the point where they didn't think that, and also the briefcase itself is more of a heel gimmick, like it just works well for heels to have the briefcase. So like since he's a good guy, it's just like what he's gonna do, constantly threaten to do, to
We're
he's gonna
down. We're
threaten
down
to
a
like
player.
was he gonna threaten to like be able to beat a whole group of people by himself again, and like they've already done that thing with the bloodline.
What the
and-
fuck?
Stand strong.
Yeah, but that to me, was that the last pay-per-view or not pay-per-view? Was that the last show we watched, Dad?
Yeah, the other day.
That was not enjoyable. I mean, and
The women's Money in the Bank match was amazing.
I feel like unfortunately I had stuff to do during that, but
Oh yeah, that was killer.
but I feel like aside from that, the stuff I saw was not really enjoyable, and the end was the most anticlimactic end to a show I've seen in a while.
Zone B captured.
That guy's is that shoot him. The problem is everyone flees instead of shooting the guy who has the super, because
Well, I was just running from after
the
the
Titan
cap. I didn't even
supers
know
have
what
been
was going on.
nerfed so heavily at this point where a lot of them can just be countered by being shot enough. They used to be so tanky it was not fun, if you remember.
3 minutes left. Zone B lost.
We need zone A.
Well, we have a drop, so it's like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, win.
Zone C captured.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. You can do that if you want. You want?
Captured zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Good tether.
Zone A lost.
Why are people using Wither Horde in PvP?
Show them you won't go quiet.
I told you go slid wither horde me. Slidder horde me.
Zone C lost. The hunt
Our
is on.
teammates are fucking throwing.
Fight well.
Bullshit. Like, the drop is the reason why we lost. You have less people producing points, it doesn't matter if you have an advantageous situation or not. It's all good.
That was fucking double team. At least I got
It's
that.
funny because the
cool
only game that we
combo at
lost
the
is
end.
because we came back from insurmountable odds and all this other shit, and then we lost this game because
The
the
match is
drop.
over, but not the
That one
journey.
doesn't count.
When you're ready, the Iron
Dude,
Banner is
but
waiting.
I think we should. I think that I did just get my last challenge. We could.
Do you think that 35 minutes is enough to do a storyline mission?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
Yeah, because we don't have to do any shit to get up to the storyline mission. It's literally we're getting ready to do a legendary campaign mission.
Sure, it's fine.
All right, I need to. Oh, I didn't commend people. Sorry. Sorry, guy. You're leader, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the heels definitely make the money to make a lot better because the babyface, the couple times that baby faces have held the deal, like Rob Van Dam did the best because when he got it the next night, he said, "I'm cashing this in, and you're facing me in a couple weeks at this event." He gave John Cena the time, and it was John Cena versus Rob Van Dam in the Hammerstein Ballroom in the ECW territory, and it was one of the most intense matches I've ever seen because with the sign hanging in the background that was clearly on camera that said, "If Cena wins, we riot," I don't think there was a single person that didn't believe that to be true. If that was the case, like there was no way John Cena was going to get out of there safe if he did manage to win that match, and he didn't, and it was great. It was perfect.
All right.
But then there's times that it's just like it's a shit move. You know what I mean?
Just use your loadout dad and switch to the void one. Or it's actually, I think for you it's the one to the right of your void one. You see what I'm talking about? Go to loadout.
No. The beta.
Yeah. That has all your weapons and everything set correctly.
Alright.
Should be.
So are you leader? I'm leader. What's up?
You're leader, but you can promote me if you want.
Do I have to make you leader?
I would use your shotgun instead of. Don't you have
Who
a
needs to be leader for this?
I'll do it.
I just didn't know what the progress. If
I don't think it really matters because since you're in my game and we started at the same point, and I haven't done anything without you, it'll all.
What should I use?
A shotgun in your primary slot, I'm thinking.
Breeze Walker.
Here, let me come in there real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, fellas, I'm back. Had to set Dad's. Oh, you guys actually got to see actively as I switched his stuff around. That's cool. All right. So into the Pale Heart. Oh, I should have known Arizona tea, man. Because you had said something in passing about Arizona tea. I love Arizona green tea.
Mexican Sprite. Yeah, that's the one that Arizona green tea. Yeah, if you couldn't have gave me hints,
So
I would have got
the
both of
difference
those.
is they use real cane sugar, right? Like in Mexican pop.
And it's in glass bottles. Which is
I love
another thing.
bottles. Yeah, the
The
receptacle.
glass bottles
The
aspect
receptacle
is just,
in which you drink your beverage out of, it definitely influences how good it is.
Well, I mean, I've eaten canned food before that you can tell has a metallic taste to it because of its storage.
Yeah, so you
in
know
a
that
can.
it could impact the quality of a beverage.
just figuring if there's enough acid and stuff in there that they can just like get away with it. I was like, no, I just would rather there be less weird stuff because back in the day, I'm sure there was less ingredients in it.
Less carbonation, that's key too. I don't like Sprite because it feels like I'm drinking TV static.
I love Sprite at McDonald's because it makes me feel like I'm drinking TV static.
You love that?
It's wonderful. Oh yes.
No.
Yeah, and if I want to eat aquarium gravel, then I grab a handful of nerds.
Yeah,
Like,
nerds.
ooh.
Eating nerds is like eating aquarium gravel. Like,
Very jelly about the tacos. I haven't had good tacos.
oh my
in
gosh, I'd love some
forever.
fucking tacos right now.
I mean, we have white people taco night, and it's white people taco night, and it's our thing.
It's
you know?
just I don't know. We don't. Maybe we just don't know the secret sauce, the place to go to get the good cuts.
Oh, I know.
And the good. I don't know. I feel like we get shitty tortillas even. I feel like none of the tortillas around like in the stores are any good. Maybe I just haven't
Easily, if we
tried
decide we
different
wanna make-
brands.
we could just as easily, if we decide that we want to make tacos, literally just go to a Mexican restaurant nearby and just buy some tortillas. We have like 3 Mexican
That's
restaurants
true.
within walking distance.
And they're delicious.
Literally. And they're
I've been craving Mexican food so bad, you know. Like
they're a little pricey, but obviously it's worth it. And I'd rather know
I'd rather
the people that
they're
are
also
working there
local
get,
places.
you know.
They're local places, so I don't feel like it's the same as like eating at Taco Bell. Like, fuck giving Taco Bell any of my money.
What do you mean if we ever meet up? We're definitely gonna meet up. Oh, that's for sure. That's gonna happen. Like, I don't know when.
We
but,
definitely
like,
will have a
there's-
Vid-Bits meetup. It'll
There's
happen.
gonna be like a
Or
I'm just
or some
imagining
convention or something that gives us an excuse to go somewhere and write it off as a business expense.
I'm imagining some sort of like fucking summer camp experience where we're all together hanging out for a couple days over a weekend playing games and eating food. That's what I'm envisioning. I really think that it's doable. I mean, they have something at this camp that's near us that I don't want to clock where we're at, that they do a gaming thing over like a week where people get together and they do gaming
So you could
feats
probably
and stuff.
you
and-
could likely we could like possibly rent out the place.
Yes, I mean, this is more than doable, especially if people pitched in and everything else. It would be awesome. Get together, just have just lobbies of people playing just different, games and stuff. And yeah, it may be to the point where it wouldn't be as online, but we really wouldn't want to be hanging out playing a bunch of online games. It'd be like just doing some stuff together, like local co-op,
Because
being
but
outside and stuff too.
we already have the online thing. We're already very accessible as far as like hanging out and playing with us.
I wouldn't
so
want to
feel like
I wouldn't
it's
want to
less-
meet you guys and be sitting in the same room playing online games, but I would want to do couch co-op games
Right.
and old school games and all kinds of stuff like that, and like make a
Mario
events
Kart.
and stuff and compete against each other.
You know what I
in,
mean?
like older games and
fucking Mario
co-op
Kart.
shooters and, oh yeah.
Games
Sure.
games that don't really have like active lobbies and shit anymore. That's always been a big thing. Like games that are too hard to get into because we can't play them because of how competitive they are. This is a legendary campaign mission. We need to get our mindset changed. Luckily, we have infinite respawns here.
Sorry, I was just getting really fired up about some authentic Dean Dip food, as he said it. Yes, I want some free Manny to merchandise. Yes, I do. You got some merch made, Manny. That's awesome. It's Manny the merchandise. Merchandising. Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Spaceballs the yogurt. Alright, this is gonna be respawn restricted.
Right, so pay less attention and do worse.
If the witness doesn't want us to come this way, that means we're on the right track.
That guy's skewered over there.
You made a super limited amount of merch with F. Kornberg on it. Man, Manny, what are you gonna do when dude shows up at your house?
This is a cease
I
and
feel like-
desist.
It's like, listen, man, listen, pal. It's just a gimmick. I'm like, no, dude, it's a shoot to you. It's a work to me, pal. It's a shoot to you. It just reminds me, like, back in the day in WCW when Jericho was like, oh, you're not gonna work with me? I'm still just gonna go up there since they don't let us, they just let us say whatever the fuck they want or they won't fire us and go on live mic and just challenge you all the time, knowing that you're not gonna work me anyways. And Jericho just kept doing that. He just kept going on like that Benedict Goldberg, he like had like a shirt made and stuff. And he's just, like really just working his own program, and Eric's like, Goldberg doesn't want to work with you. It's like, why? It's like, because what you're doing. It's like, what? Just trying to get myself over? Everybody else is getting themselves over. Have like Conan on the mic, just like breaking kayfabe all the time, talking about people's TV time and spots and shit. Like, oh, you want his spot and I want his spot, and this guy's TV time and that guy's TV time. I didn't know what the fuck those things were until Conan said it on live mic. Because nobody was holding anybody accountable. And then you got Goldberg ruling the roost where he's hurting people because he thinks wrestling's real. Doing real good there, pal. Great from the Atlanta Falcons benches to WCW champion. Graduated the power plant in 4 weeks. Usually it takes us 8 to 12 weeks minimum, but somehow you graduate in 4 weeks.
Seems like he just got passed through.
Oh, for sure. It was like the Vince McMahon syndrome of just like liking a huge, you know, muscular dude and be like, oh yeah, it's enough.
Sorry. I just, the whole situation at the end of the day with him is just so weird. He's like the mega cuck, like, it's like, not to like get too like into the Vince McMahon lore, but what the fuck
did? There's this guy from the UFC that was in UFC that's going around saying that Vince McMahon had sex with some guys now.
Well,
so
I mean,
like,
that's okay, but
that,
like,
that
why is this
that
like?
Guy also came out with a list of all the people that Dana White supposedly had sex with. He was like talking about cheating on his wife. It's just like, you don't think that these people do?
He punched his wife in the face. There's a video of him punching his wife.
Slap fight, bud. They did it to promote slap fight.
Well, regardless, like, if
I mean, but like, you know, their kids were so embarrassed that they had to.
Do you think that matters to them, to either of them, him or his wife? At the end of the day,
like, he hit his wife in public. I can't believe he canceled for hitting his wife in public. Like, it's just like, nah, we were both wrong. Like, what? You gave her enough money or a tennis bracelet or something? You just like act like it was okay. Like,
yeah, I don't
stop
know.
setting a bad example for.
And slap fight was a fucking horrible thing. They took
very
okay because they took what was a underground sport, which was very controlled. It was very controlled. It was. Like when when Charlie was in when Charlie was into it, when Moist Critical was watching Slap Fight when it was still an underground thing.
I feel bad for Charlie that maybe he thinks in a negative side as an influencer. Unfortunately,
he probably does.
Help people lean too much into that.
Because it was just absurdity. It was one of those things that everyone was just like, how
it
the
was
fuck?
Because it's like the whole thing. I remember the first time in mainstream people were making fun of slapping. It was during a Dave Chappelle sketch. He was talking about, like, you know what I mean? And like, and when that happened,
I knew people like that, though. In high school, they'd be like, bro, you want a slap box? Why don't you want a slap box? Like, no, I don't want to.
No, as Charlie Murphy says, though, he says, you know, back in the day, if you fucking slap somebody in the face, that means you challenge him to a duel, and somebody was gonna fucking die over that shit. That's how severe slapping somebody in the face was. Like, that's what you did. Is like the gesture to, you took your glove off and you slapped him in the fucking face with basically the thing the size of your hand. And even if it was like in a leather glove or whatever, and then that was the insult that let them know that you were ready to fight.
It was like in Red Dead when the dude just spits in your fucking face, and they're like, okay, John's like, okay, I guess I gotta fucking kill this guy. Like,
can't res.
Kill him.
Is it respawn
Kill him.
restricted?
Just kill him. He's so low.
Oh.
Super. The heavy one. You're heavy. There you go. Good shit, Dad.
Wow. I'm glad that you said that. You're like, kill him. Kill him.
Yeah. We were just whittling him down and trying to be safe because I knew I was respawn restricted.
Good shit. Good shit for telling me that. I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
But it's your fault we're in this mess. Why did you reach out to him in the first place?
I didn't want to do that again. But yeah, I mean, so for them to, oh, there's a chest over here. So, but yeah, for them to turn that into a sport, and I was like, I thought, man, what ultimate humility. And then like that Dave Chappelle sketch where it's just like, you know.
The problem though is the brain damage. We know
Oh,
how
for sure,
bad
man.
brain damage is from a variety of sources, like, you know, football, wrestling, even. The most extreme examples, you know what I mean?
They would never make a sport for America where you were able to just look at the other person and punch them right in the face without them protecting it.
Yeah, but that's the closest thing to it.
We stop fights when the other person can't defend themselves. So why were we creating a combat sport where you can't defend yourself and you just concuss the other person? When we know what CTE does, what happened with Vanguard. Like, we know how the NFL has changed the concussion rules, and wrestling has changed the concussion protocols for quarterbacks and wrestlers alike now, because we don't want there to be any chance for, because there's a finite amount that you're allowed to have now in sports, where if you have so many, you literally have to retire. They force you to retire.
But the thing is, I knew people in high school football who had 6 to 10 concussions.
And they're already
why? They're
14 is
literally
like the limit, 14.
Middle school, high school. My buddy Dylan had so many concussions. Like, and his mom eventually said, Dylan, you're not allowed to do this anymore. We can't have you dying for this. Or
we do know, unfortunately, Manny, what happened with Chris. After all of the concussions, because he idolized the Dynamite Kid and did the diving headbutt off the top of the rope, off the top of a ladder, and off the top of a cage, and used to do it all the time. The concussions that he had when they studied his brain after whatever happened, they said that his brain had the lookings of what a man in his 70s or 80s with dementia would have. So that's when they actually started spending more time studying concussions. So regardless of, I'm not going to go into, there's conspiracy theories about whether or not people killed themselves or got killed by so many people, from like Kurt Cobain to Tupac to, well, I'm not going to go into the relevancy of like the rumors about Sullivan or any of those people that could possibly like frame that. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to justify any of that. But I am going to say that I watched the man perform, and I watched him get concussed so many times it wasn't funny. I watched him fly off of the cage and hit somebody, you know, head to head and be knocked out and get up and finish a match more than at least I saw at least 8 times in my life where he did that specific thing. I know I watched the man get concussions for more than 30 or 40 times in the course of my life. I know for a fact, because they say the concussion definition is any time that the brain slaps up against the inside of the skull. And he used to do headbutts where he would not pull him and just headbutt you, concussion, every headbutt, concussion.
For both people.
So I know, I know for a fact.
For both people, like, an unprotected headbutt is going to give both of you a concussion. Like,
used to call them fun concussions. It's fun. I'm doing it as a work, right?
I've only ever had a single concussion in my entire life, at least that I remember. But then again,
I'm trying to find you to res you. Oh, there you are.
I'm in a horrible spot.
Yeah, that is a horrible spot.
I didn't know about. Why is there not like a banner to start this encounter?
That's a good question. Do you think we will finish this in 15 minutes, or are you gonna be mad if we have to just use this as a checkpoint?
No, I mean, we're gonna get as far as we can, and you know.
Sure.
If not,
yeah,
it's a cool. It's a pretty cool little. Look at this is cool, don't you think? Like the little, the guy trying to smash the Scion. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. And like, that's all I'm gonna say about that, because like I'll be always personal about the concussion thing, especially because of Bret Hart having to retire because of concussions, and then of course Chris Benoit was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and it was one of the most joyous moments of my life.
Isn't brain damage why Lex Luger is so messed up like the way he is?
That's drug abuse.
I didn't know.
Drug abuse, and
I didn't know if that was.
Yeah. Drug abuse and some disease, I think, that he unfortunately got, that degenerated his body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you know he was like 2% body fat. He was the total package.
But he had an ugly ass face. I'm being so honest. Like, I don't know. Like, he for like all the shit he talked about, like how good he looked. Like, he was not that handsome of a guy.
His body was like they considered the perfect one.
But like, I don't know. I hate Lex Luger. Not like just like as a character.
It's one of the reasons why Miss Elizabeth was dead. She died on the couch in his house. It's really sad.
Like some Pulp Fiction shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Wrestling is sad, so it's hard to talk about like when people die and find like okay, I'll give you an example where you talk about somebody dying. Like unfortunately, Roman Reigns' dad just died, and rest in peace, Alpha. And he was like, you know, it's one of those situations where that was probably more of like an old age thing. He was really old. He accomplished a lot, and like wrestlers usually don't live past their 60s. So the fact that he did. That's not because you can't live past your 60 being a wrestler. It's definitely wrestlers. You'll find that statistic will be better now because of the quality of life improvements that has happened over the last couple decades. With that being the reducing of house shows to concussion protocol and all that other stuff. The fact that they literally have a team of doctors now that regardless of whether or not Vince would have let you work, those people will protect you out and make sure that you didn't pass stress tests, they wouldn't let you work. They would tell him that he couldn't let you work. And then literally the state athletic commission would then fine you if they found out that you were working concussed. So like, that stuff didn't happen back in the day. You just fucking worked hurt. Doesn't matter. Like, the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, he was in the middle of his biggest push in WWE. He lost his left foot to amputation, and nobody knew. And he got a wooden thing installed there, and he put a boot on, and he learned how to walk, to act like he wasn't even messed up, and nobody even knew that in the midst of his biggest push, until finally he killed himself because he couldn't handle the pain that he was in. He was addicted to painkillers, and nobody knew. It's like there's a lot of tragedy in wrestling, but when you watch that guy wrestle at the point where he's the Intercontinental Champion, he's on all these pay-per-views, he's walking around with a wooden foot, even fucking hell, because he wanted it so bad. He wasn't gonna lose his spot to somebody else. He knew if he said, "I lost my foot, boss," he's like, "Well, there goes the push." What the fuck? I mean, I remember watching this shitty movie called Varsity Blues, and it's got a moment like that with Paul Walker's character. He's like the quarterback or something, and he's really fucked up, and like the coach is played by John Voight, and he just keeps fucking like filling him with painkillers and shooting him up full of drugs to keep him going and shit. And then eventually he gets really fucked up because of like there's some horrible adverse effect because they kept doing it. It's just like, oh, just one more time for the team. Like, what the fuck? And that shit goes around all the time. Why really it's hard, like you can't like blame somebody, I guess, for coming up with stupid shit like slapboxing, because they're like, well, look at all these other maso-salophic sports where these people are just mongoloids and crazy and barbaric for no reason other than to entertain other people. Like the ones that are elegant, I guess that's why a game like cricket is considered elegant. That's why a game like baseball, I guess, is like America's pastime, because nobody's getting beat the shit up. Nobody's getting concussions from baseball.
It's like the most off chance when people get like accidentally hit with a ball. It does not happen as often as.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's still possible.
But I think it's
barbaric.
more so the problem is when people are doing it intentionally, when they don't want someone to be able to cause
even
a better
basketball
play.
even basketball is more physical. There's a lot of checking and fouling, and then it gets a little political towards the end. People pushing each other over, pretending to get pushed. Like, I'm like, okay, that's boring. Like, that's fun. My fun part with basketball is at the end of any basketball game, as soon as I turn it on, if I realize it's close to the first 2 minutes, I don't know. If I realize it's close in the first 2 minutes, I'll wait. I'll find out when it's about to be over, and I'll turn it on the last 2 minutes, and it's the same. They're still tied. You're still seeing who can get the last shot in. You still see who bullshit the most towards the end. Like, that's like the end of every Final Four games. It's not a blowout. I'm like, I don't even need to watch the majority of those. I just watch the end and just be like, oh. There's the whole experience. Unfortunately, same thing with soccer. Like, I played this thing, and so did Bray, and it's one of the most boring things in the world to watch against evenly matched people, because it's just like, oh, bam, nope, oh, bam, nope. It's good for keeping you active, but when the teams are evenly matched and it's really hot outside, you could just literally watch the last 2 minutes and get the same effect of everything. And the fact that soccer could actually end in a tie sucks. Like, oh, stay for hours and they're even.
What the fuck, man? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm literally just walking around. We killed everybody. You see it? Like,
you're fighting demons with all these big booty Latinas at the taco spot.
Is that what Matey said?
Yeah.
I was like, that's not something Dad would just say unprovoked. Like. That's funny.
Howling Plague of the Witness.
I hear an enemy. They're in the wall or something. You can jump up here. I'm so dumb.
You're not so dumb.
I'm just a little dumb. I was like,
We're all a little dumb. Manny's a little dumb, fighting with some demons. Big booty demons.
big booty Latina demons.
No, he's fighting his personal demons because he
Oh.
doesn't want to give it to his big booty Latinas at the taco spot.
I mean, if they're at the taco spot and it's a good one, they know, at least they know good tacos. I feel like, because you know a good taco from a bad taco.
That's gonna be a wipe, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty close, but...
Alright. Let's see if we can get it.
Yeah, I think we got one more good go, and then we gotta
It's
wrap things
possible.
up here. But
Hey, we got a bunch of dubs and some IB, and some of those are some
and
real great games.
we made progress in this mission.
And we got 4 super chats from Manny to Mormon.
Yeah, that's big shit right there. He was watching
It
us
is,
just
it's
fucking
big shit.
slay out in Iron Banner today.
Hey, and I've got 3 out of 5. in
Yeah,
Manny to
that's
Mormon
true.
games.
I can't believe he came up with the game show.
I can't believe I remember that shit. I was like, man, that's sweet. I was in my brain. I was trying to remember the paragraph that typed out. We were talking to each other. I don't even remember what I told him my favorite beverages were. I think I said cherry limeade, Sonic, and that's what he's like. It was funny that we both like to drink through Sonic. Fortunately, Coke from McDonald's is on the list, but not all the time. But that is
Got
one of my
blew up
guilty
by
pleasures.
a damn exploder streak. Just die real quick. We'll just do a reset.
Chalky milk was on there for sure.
Yeah, chalky milk,
Water was on there. Is an easy answer.
water.
I can't remember the 4th one or the 5th one though.
I wish they'd give us a damn flag. They're making us work for it towards the end.
I like it.
If you see any Screeb, we just need to take them out. There's a one on the right. Watch out. Back up. Alright, we got the Screebs. We just need to take that guy out.
You're a screed.
You remember the way that your
Boom,
build works,
boom.
right? You want to go invisible and then get kills, and it'll make you invisible again, and then again, and again,
Okay.
and again. So make sure you're using your dodge whenever you have it.
President Screed.
And then you want to pick up the purple crystals that pop up.
I pick up a crystal?
Fucking Screebs, man.
One more wipe.
Alright, we just
The last go.
we need to stick towards the back of the room.
Last coin drop here, bud.
Yep, sounds good to me. All right, so you stay in the back of the room, and when new enemies need to spawn in, I'll like kind of bring them back.
Here? All the way back here?
I don't know how far back it'll let you stay. You could probably stay here, or maybe no. You can't really see anything from there. Like here. Or you
That
could.
abomination from here.
All right, good. Yeah, start whittling them down.
Just getting a view.
I'm just gonna kill the Screebs. Okay. I have a tether.
Oh, I can't double jump?
Yeah, I guess that's part of the howling plague of the witness.
Well, the witness can stop howling and plaguing you. Back here.
Yeah, this is a good spot. Does it not let you regen?
Are you serious?
That might be why we're dying like that. Or maybe you have to get kills to regen. Holy shit.
Well, at least we will know what the title of the next part will be.
Well, we killed her. Ooh. If you get the shot. What the fuck? Don't go in there, don't go in there, don't go in there. Don't back up, back up, back up. We're actually pretty close to the end, I think. At least with this checkpoint. That's some bullshit. Yeah. Go through the hallway. Anticipate the exploding guys.
Watch out.
Okay. Oh, I ran out of ammo. All right. Shit. You did it. You did it, Dad. You got
Yeah.
You got that checkpoint. Good shit. All right, so we're.
What's up?
I'm assuming that we're just.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hold X thing. Yeah, this means we got the checkpoint. There's no respawn restricted shit.
Was part of the
But-
And that way we don't check it
Can
out
you
anyways.
just tell us how to defeat it?
Yeah.
We are bound.
That's some Indiana
There's no
Jones
other
shit.
way.
Hell yeah.
Give yourself to darkness. Give
Well,
yourself to
thank you guys
darkness.
so much for sticking with us. Thank you, Manny, for interacting with us in chat, giving us a little game show. Dad
I'm
did
stuck
really
behind
good.
you,
He
Bray.
will set us all free.
Dad did a
I got
really
out.
good job on the Manny DeMormon game show.
Witness in prison its own like
That was
this.
fun, Manny.
The
You're
witness
awesome.
Yeah.
seeks to control
I'm
what it
excited
can't
to
change,
play more
and to
Destiny
change what it
as
can't
a little
control.
chill, casual game. I'm
That's the
excited to
purpose
see
of the
Manny in
final
chat.
shape.
Excited to see everyone else who
It's afraid.
stopped in today for my stream earlier. But ultimately, I'm just I'm happy that you guys are enjoying
Smaller
this.
can't be
It's
stopped
been
by
it's been a
much.
good time.
But he is my commander.
We did a really good job at
Absolutely.
IB today.
I raise him when he falls.
Yeah,
When a
the whole thing
guardian
was pretty
threat
good.
amok,
Good
but
couple
what
hours, man.
happens?
But
At
yeah,
the end of the day,
With something
it's
that
making
punched a hole in the
Destiny a
traveler.
lot more enjoyable for me again on the way out, instead of me feeling like the pains of what I'm, FOMO and all that. So.
yeah, I agree. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody.
But thanks, Manny, especially like he said, thank you for stopping on his stream. Also, thank you for being there when I hit that my new personal best time. I suggest you guys check it out. There's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of passion, a lot of anger, a lot of strife, but a lot of success in that. And I guarantee you the Super Mario 2 runs will be a lot more chill. But thank you so much, Manny, for being a part of that and
Yeah.
being able to see me break history, because I've been working on that specific time for so long personally. So I was really happy that you were there, bud.
We definitely look forward to playing some Black Ops 3 with you.
Yep.
When we figure that out, we'll hit you up and then we'll do that. Yeah, we're just in the last moments of the stream, guys. Have a good one. Take care.
Appreciate you guys.
Just noticed the numbers are kind of dropping. But yeah, we're gonna be back playing some more Destiny quite soon once we once we are ready. Ultimately, Dad's got a couple
It'll
more.
be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. There'll be some more tomorrow. I want to make sure I hit some more IB control before it's over.
Yeah, I feel like we're doing a
I
pretty
mean,
good job
honestly,
with
to
zone
be
control.
fair, to be honestly, no, like, there's a chance we could do a 2 to 4 a.m. I don't know how you're feeling about it, Bray.
I feel like we could do a hidden stream. I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I want it to be Destiny, but I do have a couple ideas in mind.
Okay, well, just I don't know. Think about it, guys. 2 a.m. EST.
Yeah,
You
Manny.
show up. There could be something.
Yeah, Manny, if you're up, we will likely be live again today, having some fun,
Yeah.
some late night shenanigans. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
2 a.m. EST.
Thank you guys, everyone who
See you there.
who stopped by for the stream today, for my stream earlier, and for supporting us in general. You guys are the best. We have one of the greatest communities out there. But as always, it's been Bray.
And Brian from the Vid-Bits.
Take care, guys. Peace.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.